tonight on BBC One. At 7 o'clock, Tomorrow's World includes a look at the dangers of driving.
Barry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
The old trick, eh? Eat the telly before I get a chance to nick you.
It's a toaster. Dalek, you have been defeated. Surrender. You have failed.
Insufficient data.
Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
Is this world protected? But you're not the first lot to have come here. Oh, there have been so many. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them?
Hello. I'm the doctor.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. How good was he as a doctor? My attention was on him and not Karen Gillan's legs. And that was a young Karen Gillan as well. How old was she then? Well, let's look this up. I think that's our first port of call. Karen Gillan. She's like 35 now or something, right? 36. Look at that. And by the way, weirdly, doesn't turn me on. That really is weird, I have to tell you. I really thought she would have done, but no, does not turn me on. So it was born in 87. When was the era, season of Doctor Who? It was Doctor Who, the 11th hour. The absolute best first Doctor story, right? The actor, 2010, 14 years ago. How would I say she was born in 87? 97, 2007. It's like 23, right? And still looking kind of firmly at Matt Smith, right? Well, firmly, I wasn't that excited, ladies and gentlemen. You know, yeah, I like Matt Smith as a doctor. Never pop wood for him. Man, that would be a horrific, a horrific Halloween comeuppance, right? No. That I would feel very conflicted about that in many ways. Let me tell you. Anyway, good evening, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. So it's Halloween tonight, but also tonight it's the first day of the new Jewish month. It's Rosh Chodesh HaGeffen, right? Mar HaGeffen, because it's empty. This is one of the days they say that the month that they say the Messiah can, they say about every month, don't they? That the Messiah can come, all right? And there will be some new messianic holiday. Because there's no holiday in this upcoming month. I don't know. Listen, look, just seems to be. I mean, please, everybody go vote. It's very important. I mean, Donald Trump, to avoid there being, you know, a civil war, Donald Trump's got to win the popular vote and the electoral college, right? It's crazy. So everybody, please go vote. But it seems to be, I know it seems to be like the Harris has no chance whatsoever just by going on the vibe on the street, and like literally everybody's voting. It's crazy how many people are voting, right? And the Republicans have got the end here. But anyway, the point is like this. So you got the new energy coming in for this month, right now for the next 24 hours. And then we serialize the Bible each week, right? And we the Old Testament, and we started again last week with Genesis. So this week we're at the called Noah, the parsha of Noah, which it's the flood, right? It's the flood where it was actually kind of like a lot of metaphysical things going on there. Anyway, so. I'm hoping that energy, that flood energy, right? Because essentially, okay, so what was supposed to happen, right? It was supposed to be at 10 generations, the world would have reached perfection and they would have lived, gone into the Messianic age, right? And the rainwater came in to replace the light of the Messianic age, right? So that's how badly we screwed up. Like we had already failed at the flood. But that new energy, and that tied in with the election. Who knows? I mean, like, I can't believe the people who hold power will let go of it, like under any circumstance. But it seems to be just everything they've done has failed, right? I mean, and like they've arrested him, right? They've taken away a lot of his money, his business empire. They've, such bogus, so bogus. They convicted him. They did the mugshot. They, seemingly did the psyop that was January 6th, right? And who was it? Somebody on Tim Paul maybe was talking about how the plan really was to get the violent part of the mob to clash with senators and hurt some of them, right? Hopefully kill them, right? And because that didn't happen, they just acted like it did anyway. But that would have been horrific, right? Thank God that. But I mean, everything has just failed. And there's something they try to kill him. Yeah, right. You what? The Secret Service weren't involved in that. They're just like, how? And yet still he survived, right? And I just think it'll be a huge blessing for the world, right? It'll be a really genuinely huge blessing for the world if he wins cleanly, right? Because at that point, there's no legitimate argument left, right? And it's a repudiation, right? It is not only a cultural war victory, it might be a cultural war total victory at that point. All right, yeah. Again, I think Dave Chappelle or someone should come out and say, yeah, he's not bad, Donald Trump. I mean, like, we kind of like him. And it's okay to like people who like him, right? And then everybody go, oh, relax again. Wouldn't that, again, I would think that would be fan dabby double dosing. But okay, listen, I don't want to dwell all day on this because there's just a lot to talk about. But it's been a mad few days, right? It has been I've got so much AI stuff I want to show you. That room there, yeah, I just reminded myself. It's been just a mad few days, right? So you had the Madison Square Garden Trump rally, which was huge. It was huge. It was fantastic. It was very indicative of where people are with Trump. I think people really genuinely like Trump, love Trump, right? I think they generally do. And so, yeah, the more you see it, the more you end up liking it. Like he did Joe Rogan, everything's just going right for him. It's incredible. So yeah, you did the Madison Square Garden rally, which was, I covered that last show with Hulk Hogan. Loved it. Oh, loved it. So then they had, I can't remember the name of the guy who opened it. Hutchman. He's huge, apparently. He's like, everybody knows him. Like kids love him. And he's like an insult comedian, like a roast comedian. And he's very funny, right? And he said a joke about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's a punchline, which I thought was funny. Oh man, the older cockers, they know like. But CNN were like, we can't even show you. It's too pornographic. And they try to paint this rally as a fascist rally of like rabid xenophobia and bigotry. So weird, because it just wasn't like that at all. I honestly, I wish they had to play Hulk Hogan's talk. Yeah, I don't see no freaking stinking Nazis here. That was so funny, right? So then But yeah, people are melting down, and Jon Stewart basically like calmed it down, right? Well, good for him, Jon Stewart, because it's like, look, the people are just being ridiculous. So then this happens, right? And I have a feeling that Joe Biden is trying to tank Kamala Harris's chances. He really wants her to fail, right? And I can see why. He could say, yeah, I would have beat him. Probably wouldn't have done, right? But at least this feels a lot less like elder abuse. Anyway, so he said this, which is, I know, it's such a gift to Trump. It's a breathtaking gift to Trump, right? It's so bizarre, right? It's where is it here, Doink?
Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
Yeah, we're fucked now. Anderson Cooper's, yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad, right? And it was bad, right? He called how many? Like half of America, probably more now. And these that far ahead, garbage. Now, I think, look, the position he's in now. He's not running, and he is allowed to be senile. He can do whatever he likes, right? He really can. It's good for him. I think there's just sheer hatred between the White House and the Harris campaign. He keeps trying to like stump for her, and they're like, "No, you stay there. We're fine. Leave us alone." He wants to stay a billion miles away from him. Oh God, it's gorgeous. And again, and she's just a moron, right? I mean, she's just unbelievably untalented. I mean, like, I think she must have had to sleep with a lot of people to get where she is, because she didn't do that on her any brain power other than saying, if I sleep with him, you know, I might get what I want, right? So so what that did, that stole the news cycle away from the Puerto Rico thing. Oh, thank God, right? And I'm trying to decide which order to do this in. So then Trump does this awesome stunt, right? With the next day, he's in a garbage truck.
My garbage truck. This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
Brilliant, right? Super. I mean, really, that really is super brilliant. So, okay, on the other side of the aisle, I have to show you this, and it's like, it's deep cringe, right? It is a cringe so deep you can't even comprehend how cringy it is. This is Colin Farrell and what's his name, Billy Eichler, going around New York trying to get people to vote, see who's going to vote with them. Right, okay, try and go around any other place. Try to go around anywhere normal. All right, here. And again, gird yourself. The cringe is strong in this one. Ah.
Billy, I am back on the street with the one and only Will Ferrell, and we are out here today to represent a very important voting demographic.
Loud white men for Kamala. But why do I think this is funny? And, Will Ferrell, I've lost so much respect for him because of this. Right? I mean, he was also doing other stuff with like trans trainer, or I don't even bloody know, right? But I've like, dude, you made Elf and you were awesome. Why didn't you just shut your fucking stupid mouth? Right? But the truth is, he hasn't made anything worth watching in 20 years. So, okay. But still, you know, I was kind of affectionate towards him. Oh, right. And Billy Eichler's always been an arsehole. I was really happy when his super gay rom-com failed and he had a meltdown because people wouldn't go and see a gay rom-com. Yes, you're right. You're right. Most people find that somewhat off-putting, right? That's just, but we got to see straight ones. I couldn't give two shits. Okay, you do you. I don't know. I don't want to tell you, but boy, is he annoying, right? I would love to ask you, what do they like about Harris, right? And like, but you wouldn't be able to talk to them. Their brains are just fried, right?
Traffic. Loud white men for Kamala Harris. So you ready, Will? Ah! Sir, we're loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Join the call.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, who are you voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Yes, exactly. Have you voted yet?
Mail-in ballot.
Okay, that guy looks like an actor. I hate to tell you, that guy looks like this. That looks scripted.
Oh, mail-in ballot, bitch! Miss, for $1, would you have sex with a Trump voter?
No.
Thank you. Sir,
Okay,
we're
these are actors. Oh, will you stop? This is just sad. Oh, this is more cringy than I thought.
loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Yes.
Yes,
I support Kamala.
yes, that's not that loud, but louder.
Oh, louder.
Yes.
I support Kamala.
Louder!
Yeah, all these are unemployed actors.
I support Kamala.
Yeah! Miss, did you hear if Kamala wins, she's going to make Buddy the Elf Secretary of Christmas?
That would be phenomenal.
Would you have sex with a Trump voter?
Ugh.
Oh, okay, thank
Again, this is so clearly not real. Oh, God. See, this is why they're failing in every way, shape, and form. Nothing is authentic, right? It really is. Nothing is authentic.
Thank you. Sir, loud white men for Kamala. Join the call. Go Kamala! Yeah! For $1, for $1. Who are you voting for? Yes, there you go. Yes, yes.
That's the most authentic one yet, and she's clearly acting.
Okay. I have to go. Yeah. Tell everyone in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania to vote for Kamala.
East Stroudsburg, vote for Kamala.
Please, sir. Loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you voting for?
Kamala.
Yeah. What?
Okay, you look like you're Jewish. Is he wearing a kippah? You're an embarrassment. Fuck you. Fuck you. That guy's wearing one of these things. Yeah. You need to, okay. Whoever you're trying to get a blowjob from, you're not getting probably from him. Is he wearing one? He looks very Jewy.
What's your name?
My name is Corey.
Corey.
Okay, I don't think he's wearing a kippah. Thank God. Thank God.
Corey for Kamala.
Yeah. I don't believe that. I think that was completely staged. Okay, as opposed to we're going to watch this whole clip. It's brilliant. It's hilarious. It's Donald Trump showing you why we love Donald Trump. And it's like, it's such a good, well, let's just watch it, right? It's just incredible, right? It really is incredible. It's hilarious.
You know, is when he called us all garbage. How stupid! What a stupid word. That blows deplorable away, don't you think?
Yeah, this is just kind of like his warm up, right? So yeah, he's going to tell the story of what it was like for him doing the garbage truck. It's brilliant.
Of course, I thought irredeemable when she said deplorable or irredeemable. I thought irredeemable was actually worse, but deplorable seemed to catch up. But this garbage stuff blows it away. So I'm in this beautiful plane. I'm enjoying myself. Have a wonderful suit on.
Okay, and here's the thing. I completely believe this story to be true and 100% authentic, right? Right. So, like, okay, he's like your crazy grandpa telling about his day. Who the play got the suit on?
And one of my people came in and said, "Sir, you know, the word garbage is the hottest thing right now out there. The hottest thing out there. Sir, would you like to drive a garbage truck?"
And I want to point out how he's very subtly trying to come down to the level of a normal of an average person, because he's making fun of them calling him sir, right? I don't know if it's intentional or instinctual, but it's very clever.
Now, we're about, 30 minutes from landing. We had to do this pretty quick. I said, it's sort of cool, though, isn't it? Because, And I said, I think that's okay, but, I don't feel comfortable wearing a suit. And they pulled up this garbage truck. I don't know how the hell they did it so fast. I have very capable people. They put a big sign on the truck. Did you see it? I think they showed it.
But yeah, he's just like talking to you like he's talking to you. It's so authentic. It's so authentic.
And then they said, sir, we have a vest. I said, well, should I leave my suit on and put it over the vest? But that doesn't look very good, right? That doesn't look good. So I said, all right, look, let me take it off. And then I actually said, I climbed into the truck, but so I said, how the hell do you get into this truck? It's way up high. It's a big one. This was a beauty. I said, you didn't have to buy it that big, right? You have to get it that big? They brought this brand new, gorgeous truck, wonderful driver. He looked like Cary Grant in his prime. You know who that is?
I get just these little inserts. They make it wonderful.
This beautiful driver, and he drove that big thing up. And I said, man, this is bad, because now I have all the cameras are all watching. Look at all the fake news. They were, most of them. No, most of them, many of them were there. And I'm saying, oh, boy. One little mistake with these guys and your political career's over. You can't even. So I said, man, if I don't get up there, this is going to be very embarrassing. These stupid people, they'll say...
Okay. What other politicians do you smile when they talk? I'm literally like, oh, this is nice. It's like... More people like this. I mean, Nigel Farage, maybe. But yeah. Like, this is genuinely fun to listen to. I'm sorry.
He's cognitively and physically impaired. And I can't do that when I'm alongside of this great athlete. I got to get up to that. So look.
It's kind of like Al Bundy being president.
The first stair is like up here. I'm saying, shit. So I had the adrenaline going.
By the way, you see the things to stop him being shot, the little glass things. So Kamala Harris is now having bulletproof security around it just to make her look more important when she's talking.
And I made it.
No, I couldn't lie.
So I had the adrenaline going and I made it. I made it. And then I gave a little news conference from the front of the
wait.
questions.
Well, that is, did you see how high that step is? Look at that. That's really high. No, they should have had a box ready for him or something.
The front of the, they asked their wise guy questions and everything. And then we drove about 2 feet. I got out, got into the plane. And then I got in the car and I'm driving over here and I have this still on. And I come into the arena and I say, where's my jacket? I want to get out of this thing. And they said, it would be unbelievable if you could wear it on stage. I said...
The truth is, it is. I mean, like, man, does this make him just seem like a man of the people? It's like everything that Harris can't do. It's so bizarre. And I would love to just speak to people who are excited to vote for Harris. And the thing is, though, when you start, firstly they'll freak out, right? But when you start getting into what's going on in their brain, it's like scary. It is. Right, it's scary. Because I don't know, people are just crazy, right?
And I said, no way. I got 25,000 people standing outside. I got all these people here. There's no way I'm wearing it on stage. They said, oh, okay, sir. I said, get me my jacket. But if you did, you know, it actually makes you look thinner. I said,
Again, he's taking the piss out of himself. I mean, again, Harris can't do that.
and they got me. I said, I want to wear it on stage. When they said I look thinner, I said, in that case, I'll wear it on stage.
Like Harris just can't take the piss out of herself. She can't. There's nothing honest or real about her. It's so transparently obvious, and it's so also transparently obvious that people who get mad when you say that are just hate Trump. They just have this deranged hate, and it's not even Trump they hate. You know what they really hate? They hate being wrong, right? They can't be wrong. Oh, sad people.
I may never wear a blue jacket again. I may go in this. I said that was the word. That was the key. Sir, you look thinner. So anyway, we had a little fun about a very serious subject. We had a little fun about a time where our country is not having a lot of fun because we're not doing well as a country, but we're going to be doing well very shortly. I promise you that.
Man, flood the vote. Flood the vote is all I can tell you. Most like with Noah. One last thing in this vein, and then we'll get to the chat. Okay, I just saw this as I was getting ready for the show. It's Rosie O'Donnell, and it's crazy, right? It's beyond crazy.
How's everybody's nerves about this election?
I'm nervous that it's going too well.
You know, let's say on a scale of 10 being can't think of anything else and may need some additional medication, I'm like it.
That's like your every day though with Trump in it, darling.
A 7.
Okay, that's not good. A 7's not good. If 10 is you need to be banged up. 7's really bad. It's an indication you might be crazy. Right? I know he called you a fat pig. Get over it. Oh my God.
I'm at a 7. So that's all right. I can handle a 7.
But can anybody around you?
I'm trying not to watch so much of the news now. I'm trying to recite that amazing prayer you do.
Just stick with MSNBC. You'll be fine.
Al-Anon and AA about, you know, the wisdom to know the difference between the things you can and cannot change. And, you know, if you vote...
It sounds like she's like literally crying. But okay, but wait to hear where she goes with this.
If you donated, if you could, whatever you did, you participated. And now, you know, we got a week left to worry. And then it's in someone else's hands, you know.
Well, normally it's in a bunch of people who are doing voter fraud's hands. But let's see what happens this time.
And I just think with all those people showing up for Kamala,
again, you're in a different dimension. She has like 2,000 people maximum, and she buses most of those in. Trump's filling stadiums of 100,000 with 30,000, 50,000 outside can't get in.
I don't think it's as close as they're saying it is. I really...
You're right. She's behind 20 points. Minimally. Look at the betting markets.
I don't. And I think that the dumpster, the hate rally manager, that guy.
Okay, and like she really believes that rally was a Nazi rally. Like really, doesn't matter. There's all the Jews there. Doesn't matter. The people are very like they can't actually see it. I mean, just watch the whole Hogan section and tell. I mean, you'll find it working class, right? You'll find it a lot of fun, but you will not find it fascist in any way.
The orange dumpster fire. Him. He's trying to set it up so that when she wins, he can say it was all... voter fraud. But if we overpower them there...
Do you not notice how the exact opposite is going on? Like Republicans are swamping you right now.
The ballot box. They're not going to be able to cheat and lie. Too many of us, you know? That's what I think, and that's what I believe. And that's the
other thing. If he does win the Electoral College and the popular vote, which he needs to, they'll probably just say this is clear proof he cheated.
We have to hold on to for the next 7 days.
Oh, I hope it's crumbling, darling.
As we get images and content and, you know, fake news and trolls and...
People saying and telling the truth, right? You're saying, Captain Nancy! You're crazy, darling. Troll! Ah!
Shit from Russia.
The Russians. Back to the Russians now.
Trading our inboxes, you know?
Totally, yeah, and that's what. Look, man, this is a mental health crisis we're watching. It really is, right? It really genuinely is. What do you think, Millie? Is this a mental health crisis? Well, who do you just stand and think? By the way, that's a really good expression. That really works. For shock. Yeah, I couldn't get a good Dracula or Frankenstein. I ended up using action figures. I think it kind of works though. I do think it kind of works. I am, generally speaking, quite happy with that. I had a terrible dream where I was casting Doctor Who, but it was a shit queer version that everyone hated. That does sound scary. You're right, Freddy Krueger. Right? I do like it's the Christopher Lee Dracula. Yeah, I like it with Christopher Lee. The terror of Doctor Who. Every horror story ranked. Yes, that'll be the first thing we're starting with. The Munsters 60th anniversary. I did not know it was the 60th anniversary, right? There's an article in SFX when the new issue comes out tomorrow, apparently, which is weird. Why does it come out on a Friday? By the way, I am gagging. Oh, I am gagging for my season 25 Blu-rays. Cannot wait. Oh, I just saw my Doctor Who backup strips. Volume 2 has left the was it the facility? Left the postage facility, right? And it's on a plane. I'm like, yes. Oh, now it's just stuck in customs. Oh, one more. I can't wait. It's killing me, right? It really is. It really is. I will persevere, ladies and gentlemen. I will persevere. Anyway, yeah, we're going to rank all the horror stories. First, we're going to decide what is a horror story. I mean, there's lots of different types of horror stories. I mean, there's something like demons, yes, obviously. But what about Silurians, right? I mean, that seems like a reasonably contemporary horror story in the same way that what's it called again? Terminus, right? Terminus was Terminus owes a lot to Alien, right? You can see the DNA between the two. That the make of the ship, the skeletal armor. The only thing that's shit about Terminus is the gun, right? Oh, and the direction's a bit flat. But I mean, man, that gun, kills me. Oh, if I was a billionaire, I'll make a new one in CGI. Totally, right? Totally. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I want to look at a bunch of AI as well. But first thing we'll do is we'll rank we'll have to pick out what are the horror stories and rank them, right? Sci-fi horror, but it's going to be an art rather than a science. We'll work it out as we go. I think that's the plan, right? I do think that's the plan. Munsters 6th anniversary. Yes, as I said, Disney Plus tries to entice back Marvel fans. Yeah, they had quite a good trailer. And they're really like, just wait, we'll be back, right? Maybe I keep saying this, but I thought, what's it called again? I really thought that Agatha All Along had been saved. It was watchable. Daredevil's probably going to be good, right? And I'm hoping there's enough there in the new Captain America, right? The Falcon Captain America. Like, is that idea just a non-starter, right? I don't know. right? I really don't know. Anyway, let's get to the chat. Lonnie is here. Oh, no, Lonnie is not here. I'm going to miss seeing you today. Please give me an update on the war. Thankfully, pretty quiet. I mean, no, there was a Hezbollah direct hit somewhere up north, right, killing 7 people. And my son is somewhere in Lebanon, I think, or somewhere adjacent to, and my other son is back in Gaza. So that's the update as far as I know. Oh man, I tell you, the worst is like when they release pictures of soldiers that have died and they all look like your kid. They're like, hey. It's really rough, right? It's really rough. Odious Starters says Millie Gibson and Harley Quinn. That's a pretty good idea. Lindy Booth as Poison Ivy. Who's Lindy Booth? Okay, let's have a look. Emilia Clarke as Lady Frost. Oh, fuck me. I should have done that. I'm doing that for Saturday night's thumbnail. That brilliant. How am I going to remember that? Here. I'm going to take a picture of it, right? That's the way we go. Oh, Emilia Clarke is Mrs. I got to look up who Lindy Booth is now. 1 second. Wait. First, here. I got my camera here. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing, right? There's a party that I'm sure we'll like to see. And I've got to look up who Lindy Booth is. Wait. That's what we're doing. Lindy Booth. I've got 2 people in. Lindy Booth. Who's Lindy? A Canadian actress. Okay, I guess. I mean, she's not in the league of the other 2. And what's she been in? Right, I mean, she's got a lovely pair of legs, I have to say. But what's she been in? I'm trying to get this picture down. Like, come on, over here. There you go. You can do it. It's not downloading a bit. Maron. I mean, look, she's certainly reasonably hot. Now these are. How am I going to? What are we going to look at? Hang on. Oh, I know. Yeah, we'll do this. I just worked it out. I've just worked it out. We'll go copy image address. Not save image. Copy, not link address. What's image address? Open image, a new tab. Let's see if that works. Excellent. Fine. We'll do that again for the another couple of pictures. Doink. Open image in new tab. Okay. So 1 second. Stop screen. Share screen. This is Lindy Booth. I mean, good at Poison. I just, she's a bit, you know. I like there to. I'm a bit of a boob guy. I don't know how to say this, right? Again, she's certainly not unattractive, but she's not, you know, Millie Gibson and Emilia Clarke. What's she been in? Lindy became, she played Riley Grant in the Disney Channel, so the famous. Okay, who cares? Claudia in Relic Hunter and AJ Butler, the NBC series The Philanthropist. She then played Cassandra Cillian in the TNT series The Librarians. Oh, people like that. People are always very positive. And she was in Under the Dome. Yeah, no, she's certainly an attractive woman. Fine. Relic Hunter. Oh, that's on with the, was it Tia Carrera? Is that her name? I think so. Right, let's get back to the chat. Doink. Let's go to the chat. Fine. So we settled it to 2 people. Listen. Odious Starters, you sent me on a tangent. So Darren M is here. How you doing, Darren M? Thank you for joining us on Rumble and on the YouTube. Landmines, spike pits disguise. Walter Caddenfield, get them about ready for Halloween. Keep those trick-and-treaters away. Keep those trick-and-treaters away. They did this thing this year. Instead of trick-or-treating, right, on the first day of the holiday of Sukkot, which was about 2 weeks ago, right, we have this thing where the kids normally come round to each, you have to eat in this hut outside your house called a sukkah. So the kids come round sukkah hopping, right, and they, you give them candy, they say a thing from the, a religious thought. It's cute. This year, we were like, oh, crap, we don't have any candy for the kids. We're going. Then my wife said, don't worry, to sign up for them. I'm like, what? I hate that idea. You should have to sign up not to be visited, right? Right, yeah. I would think trick-or-treat would be cute, right? Of course, this year you'll probably be hacked to death by an illegal alien, but at least Keir Starmer will lie about it. So yeah. PD Rich is there doing PD Rich. I mean, honestly, is there a prime minister who has lied more in less time about everything and fucked everybody over? Like I don't. How can this government fall? Please, I mean, like, surely they're lying about the Southport riots, right? Okay, why were there Southport riots? It's because people were sick of this influx of people from different cultures bringing, not all, some, bringing radical fundamentalist Islamic, jihadiness. And they're all sick of it, right? The country being flooded with just foreign invaders. I'm sorry. And I mean that's not just the illegal immigration, which is crazy. Like, why are you spending any money on any of them? I don't get it. I would put I would first, no. You know what I would do? I would sink a boat and try and get all the survivors, and then drop them back off at France, right? I would so do that. But they'll never do anything like that. But I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, so they said that was the thing. They said the riot. Well, people were sick of this invasion of basically jihadiness, right? And so the kids are, no, it's the right-wing violence. It's got a right-wing hate. Turned out that's exactly what it was. Oh, lied and lied and lied. This government is shit. How shit are they? They make the Tories look good. And the Tories were shit. Oh, I know. England's a mess, mate. D is here. Says there's no FOMO with Marvel anymore. That's true. No, it's the opposite, right? It's the fear of watching. Fear of, it's FONMO. Right? Fear of not missing out. That FOMO has moved to FONMO. John the Gox is here. How you doing, John the Gox? Thank you for joining us. Yes. Gather around the fans around the fire so I can tell everyone the spooky stories about when I faced the weeping angels. Oh, Ecky Thump. And kissed a man. Oh, Ecky Thump. Oh, boy, that sounds disgusting, darling. I feel very sorry for that guy. All right, I just found Jodie Whittaker so like what's the opposite of sexy? Like, if ever I need to have an erection that won't go down, right? I need to get it down really quickly. I think of Jodie Whittaker, and I thank you for that, Jodie. I thank you, Millie. Not so much you, darling, but I think she looks perfect in this this thumbnail. I do. Just on season 1 until the water margin at a certain Buccaneers inlet. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going there. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch recently Third Rock from the Sun. Is that on any streaming? I'll just look it up. Is it on any streaming service? That's you know why? Because my wife just started watching Two Broke Girls, right? Which I've never seen before. Kat Dennings is gorgeous. Oh my God, she is gorgeous. So it's Third Rock from the Sun. Is it on Amazon Prime? Do you have to pay for it? Let's see if I have to pay for it. Oh, hang on 1 second. It's season 1. Okay. It's based outside the US. Sometimes I might not want to go to a Prime Video to see what's available in the. Okay, fine. We'll go over here. Doink. Let's have a look. Aren't I already signed in? I don't know. I'll look on the TV app. All right. I do not know. I don't know. But is it on a streaming service? Like that's the sort of thing like my kids would really enjoy, right? I found so many good Jerry Anderson things on the internet. There's Thunderbirds, all the Thunderbirds. I think Captain Scarlet as well. Terrorhawks. It's and like legitimately and legally, weirdly. But yeah, the Water Margin. Man, I love that show. Oh, it was a really great show. There's only this destroying Kamala. I mean, he really is, right? It's just this is like I'm feeling kind of bad for them at this night. At this point, God Archer says when I heard that joke, I thought it was going to say the island was Haiti. That would be even funnier. John Yulin, how you doing, John Yulin? Yulden. Your name is strangely slippery on my tongue tonight. She cried. Evening all will enjoy the show as I drive home. Well, I hope you have enjoyed it thus far. No doubt the Rabbi will be on top form again. Well, if not, there's always cocaine. I never did cocaine. There's a few things that I've never done. I've never been to a strip club. Never done cocaine. Never done heroin, and I always did want to do heroin. That always fascinated me. And I'm sorry I've never been to strip. Never slept with a prostitute, and I've always wanted to. Right? Oh, but I'm religious now. I'm religious and married now. Right? Everything after Capaldi. Well, yeah. What is a horror story? Everything that's pretty much what we're gonna get. No, with Doctor Who ends with Capaldi, right? Good idea for a Doctor Who story. So trapped in a maze with a creature that moves in wires that can go where there's artificial light and flickers. They did a. What was it? Wes Craven, I think, that was his movie called Shocker. It was meant to be like the better than Freddy Krueger. It never took off. They did one movie. Don't forget Death of the Daleks. Watched it a couple of days ago, and it's a horror story as much as a sci-fi. So this is going to be hard to work out. But let's go to it. Doctor Who episode guide. Let me try this. Spelling it correctly. Doctor Who episode guide. Doink, and now I got to open a. Is this the one? Yeah, we go. And now I got to open a text document. So, by the way, coming up tomorrow, we have where is it? Doctor Who and the gibbering terror of imagined racism. Lovely actors lament fandom bigotry. Never consider the reason they failed is because they were shit. You were shit, darling. The only reason anybody would say that the only reason anybody would say they don't like our eras is because they're a bigot. You thought makes total sense. I mean, you should consider it shit as well. Love a bit of Blake 7. Oh, I just finished Assassin. Saw that twist coming a bloody mile away, right? And somewhat disappointed Susan's War, but the Free Big Finish is pretty darn good. I can tell you. Anyway, where was it? She's ready when I suggested for one of the alternative doctors. Okay, that would work. But again, it looks a bit string beanish for my taste, right? So just the way I roll it. Oh, fine. I was opening up a text document. Doink. New. Fine. So at some point, I'll switch from the episode guide to the text document I'm writing. Share screen. Doink. Okay, Unearthly Child. No, that is not a horror story. No, not a horror story. Daleks is much closer to being a horror story, actually. And I'm going to also say no by a hair, right? By a hair. Edge of Destruction. No, I'm going to say no. Even that's much more of a just sort of nonsensical. Yeah, it's creepy, but I don't think it's a horror story. Right? The bar is slightly higher. Marco Polo, thank God not. Keys and Mariners, not. Aztecs, not. Sensorites, definitely not. Reign of Terror, not. Okay, that's a story. Okay, let's know. Thought. Fine. Planet of the Giants, no, I'm going to say no. Dalek Invasion of Earth, definitely not. Rescuing the Romans, no. Web Planet, no. Crusade, no. Okay, I'm surprised, right? Space Museum, no. Chase, no. Time Meddler, close, but no. Right? In the chat, let me know if you disagree with any. Galaxy Formation, no. Myth Makers, no. Dalek Master Plan, definitely not. Massacre. No, it's close though. That is close. If there was a bit more like ghoulies and goblins or something in it, yeah, I would say yes. But it's nearly a horror story, right? I love the Massacre, right? Ark is excellent. Celestial Toymaker. And again, I'm going to say no. It's the closest we've got to a horror story, but it's not like it's too subtle. It's not overt. Smugglers and the 10th Planet, no. Power of the Daleks, no. Although Power of the Daleks is more of a political thriller. Highlanders, no. Underwater Men as well. It's horrific. Moonbase, no. Macra Terror. I think I might put Macra Terror as a horror story. You know what? I can imagine that as a horror movie from the time. So yeah, I'm going to say the Macra Terror. I know, it'd be a lot of you screaming, but what about this? What about that? No, I think the Macro Terror. I love the Macro Terror as well. I'm a little bit biased. Doink. Faceless Ones. Oh, wow. I think you got to do Faceless Ones too. Yeah. It makes sense. You get a production team that's like leans more into it. Evil of the Daleks, no, but excellent. Tomb of the Sidemen, yes. Absolutely yes. And Abominable Snowman, blimey. Here we Tomb of the Sidemen, yeah. Tomb of the Sidemen is a sci-fi riff on the Mummy's Curse. Tomb of the Cybermen. Right, really clever use of horror. The Abominable Snowman. Yeah, no, it's very supernaturalish. Ice Warriors, no. Enemy of the World, no. Web of Fear. Web of Fear and Fury from the Deep are two tough ones, right? I'm going to say Web of Fear, yes. That's a horror story, right? Let me just check the chat, see if anybody's vehemently disagreeing with me. The Chase had the poor horror. Yeah. I wasn't going to put that in. But Web of Fear, yes. Web of Fear. Oh, man, I love that story as well. Fury from the Deep. No, yeah, I'm going to say yes as well. Fury from the Deep strikes me as a really chilling contemporary horror. Right? Yeah, I think so. Fury from the Deep. Okay, good. Fury from the Deep. Doink. Where are we up to? Dominators, no. Mind Rob, nearly, but no. The Invasion, no. Crotons, no. Seas of Death, no. Space Pirates, definitely not. War Games, no. Okay. Spearhead from Space, no. Even though it's got some terrific horror elements to it. Now, the Silurians, like the Silurians and the Ambassador of Death, are two very in the 70s, the early 70s. They're two very like you would get horror movies like the Silurians, right? They're sort of very lurid, 1 million years BC sort of thing. You would say. Is that a horror movie? Yeah. No, I'm going to say the Silurians, right? And the Ambassadors of Death. Both of them being, I think, very... if it was contemporary. The Silurians, Ambassadors of Death. There you go. Inferno. I mean, that's a classic horror story, really. You know, with the like bleak ending. That's a very classic horror. Terror of the Autons, no. Mind of Evil. Yes, I'm going to say that's a horror story. Mind of Evil. You got enough, contemporary horror tropes in that to make it a horror story. Claws of Access, no, that is a acid story. Colony in Space, no. The Daemons, obviously. The Daemons, that's probably going to be pretty high up in the rankings. Day of the Daleks, nearly, but yeah, they talk about ghosts at first. No, I'm going to say no. It goes too hard sci-fi. Curse of Peladon, also I'm going to say no, along with the Sea Devils, Mutants, and the Time Monster, even though Time Monster is pretty close. I think Three Doctors, no. Heart of All Monsters, no. Frontier in Space, no. Planet of Daleks, no. Green Death. Yeah, that's getting the horror story. The Green Death. Time Warrior, no. Invasion of the Dinosaurs, no. Monster Paladin, no. Death of the Daleks, no. Planet of Spiders. The spiders are kind of... No, I'm going to say no. Then we got Robot, Ark in Space. Ark in Space, not, but close. It's not, you can feel the Robert Holmesian, horror-ish stuff coming in already. Like Genesis of the Daleks, no, but so it's really getting there. Sometimes no. Revenge of the Cybermen, what a great season. Terror of the Zygons, however. Yes, Terror of the Zygons is a horror story. Terror of the Zygons. A second, and let me spell the Green Death with a capital G. Planet of Evil. No, that's contemporary. That's like Forbidden Planet. But Pyramids of Mars. Yes, obviously. Pyramids of Mars. Very, very obviously a horror story. As is Brain of Morbius. Brain of Morbius. Android Invasion, nearly, but no, it's too sci-fi. Like most stories, like I would say, like a large percentage of stories could go either way in the first episode. They could be horror, it could be sci-fi, and then where it coalesces, I think, is where it ends up. Seeds of Doom. Yes, that's classic. The Thing, right? And then yeah. Seeds of Doom, quite a sadistic horror story, actually, now I think about it. Master Mandragora. No. I'm going to say no. Hand of Fear, no. Deadly Assassin, yes. Deadly. Is it though? I'm thinking just because of the Masters, the Decapitator. Yeah, I'm going to say Deadly Assassin. Okay. Face Evil, no, but I love it. Robots of Death, no. Thanos of Wang Chiang, no. Who's calling me? American Element was probably just junk mail. Well, don't tell everyone. Well, I don't really care. I don't know who they are. There's probably some cold calling stuff in the election. Horror Fang Rock, obviously yes. Of Fang Rock. Okay, go away. How'd you stop that? Oh, done. Invisible Enemy, no. Image of Fendal, it's very Quatermassy. But I'm going to say no. Sunmakers, Underworld, Invasion Time, all no. Rivers Operation, no, but close, but no. Stones of Blood also. Oh, Stones of Blood. I guess Stones of Blood is. Pirate Planet, no. Stones of Blood. Okay, doink. Android Zatara, Power of Crow, Armageddon. Power of Crow, close, but no. Destiny Dalek, City of Death. Creature of the Pit. City of Death is close, but I would say it's more science fiction. Nightmare of Eden. No, that wasn't a nightmare at all. Horns of Nyman. Definitely not. Shard, no. Leisure Hive, Megalos. Megalos close, but no. Full Circle, no. State of Decay, yes. State of Decay. It's got vampires in it, okay? Warriors Great, no. Just very good with weed. Keeper Trarkin, no. Legopolis, no. Castra Valva, no. Fort of Doomsday, no. Kinder, no. I love Kinder. Oh, if you've never seen Kinder, go watch Kinder. Black Orchid, no. Earthshock, well, it's pretty contemporary to Aliens, but I'm going to say no. Time Flight, no. Other than it's just horrific. Arc of Infinity, no. Snake Dance, no. Snake Dance is closer to being horror than Kinder. Murder Undead, no. Terminus, should we put in Snake Dance and Terminus? Yeah, I don't. Snake Dance, Terminus. King's Demons, no. You would think otherwise. Enlightenment, no. Five Doctors, no. Obviously not. Warriors of the Deep, no. The Awakening, yes. The Awakening, absolutely a horror movie. Frontiers, no. Resurrection, no. Planet of Fire, no. Caves of Androzani, no. Twin Dilemma, definitely not. Attack the Cybermen, no. Vengeance on Varos, no. Mark Lorani, no. Two Doctors, no. Time Left, Revelation, Daleks, no. Mysterious Planet, no. Mind Warp, no. But I did like seeing Nicola Bryant strapped down to a beach, having buckets of water thrown over. That was pretty darn good. Terror of the Verve was close, but no. An Ultimate Foe, no. Time of Running, no. Paradise Tales, no. Delta and Bannerfire, no. Dragonfire, no. But close. Remembrance Daleks, no. Happiness Patrol, no. Silver Nemesis, no. And the Great Show Galaxy, no. Trippy one. Ghostlight, okay, fine. Battlefield, no. Ghostlight, yes. Ghostlight. And Curse of Fenric. Survival, no. Okay, let's get to the modern era. Top. 2005 to present. Let's have a look. Again, we're stopping with Capaldi, right? Fine. Rose, no. End of the World, no. Unquiet Dead, yes. 1 second. Unquiet Dead. And I'm mixing, 2005 to 2017 with classic. That's all just the way I roll, baby. It's the way I roll. Unquiet Dead, yes. Aliens on World War III, no. Long Game, no. Father's Day, no. Empty Child, Dr. Answer, close, but no. Bad Wolf, no. Part in the Waves, no. Boomtown, no. Christmas Invasion, yes. New Earth, no. Tooth and Claw, yes. Claw, yes. Go on the Fireplace. Woo, no, it's more of a love story. Rise of Cybermen, Age of Steel, Idiot's Lantern, Impossible Planet, yes. Impossible Planet, Satan Pits. Fear Her. Yes, but I hate it. fear her. Army of Ghosts, no. Doomsday, no. Even though it's like they started the whole thing saying it's ghosts. Runaway Bride, no. Smith and Jones, no. Shakespeare Code, no. Gridlock, no. Actually, Shakespeare Code, yes. I'm saying Shakespeare Code, yes. There you go. Shakespeare Code. Gridlock. No, I love Gridlock. Dark Manhattan, Evolution of the Daleks. No, but relatively close. Human Nature, Family of Blood. No. Even though I like it a lot. Blink, obviously. Blink, yes. Utopia Sound of John's Lost Time was no. Voyage of the Damned, yes. No, actually, no. That's a disaster movie. Partners in Crime, no. Fires of Pompeii, yes. Fires of Pompeii, yes. Planet Ood, no. Sometime Distraction, Poison Sky, no. Doctor's Daughter, no. Unicorn Lost, no. Silence and Library, Forest of the Dead, no. Midnight, yes. Midnight, one of the best stories ever. I love Midnight. We Turn Left. No, it's not a horror story. Stolen Earth, Journey's End. Next Doctor No, Planet of the Dead, surprisingly no, but Waters of Mars, 100%. Waters of Mars. And End of Time, no. 11th Hour, no. Beast Below, no. Victory Daleks, no. Time of the Angels and Flesh and Stone, no. Vampires of Venice, yes. Vampires of Venice. Doink, vampire, doink. Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, no. Amy's Choice, no. Lodger, no. Pandora, Big Bang, no. Great season. Christmas Carol, no. Possible Astronaut, Day of the Moon, no. Oh, maybe actually. No, just no, because they've got Scary Monster doesn't make it a horror episode, right? Gotta keep focus here. We're nearly through. Doctor's Wife, Rebel Fest, Curse of the Black Spot. No. Almost People, Good Man Goes to War, Let's Kill Hitler, Night Terrors, yes. Oh, we've got two great horror episodes over here. Night Terrors. And the God Complex. Complex. Girl Awaited, no. Closing Time, no. Wedding River Song, no. Doctor Widow, no. Asylum of the Daleks, no. Dinosaur Spaceship, Town Called Mercy, Power of Three, Angels Take Manhattan, no, not that. Snowman, no. That's really warmed on me in recent years. Rings of Akaten, definitely no. Cold War, no. Bells of St. John, no. Hyde, yes. Nightmare in Silver, no. Crimson Horror, no. That's not even a horror. Stop. Name and Doctor No, Dead at the time of the fine. Now we're on to Capaldi. We're in the final stretch. Enter the Dalek, no. Robert Sherwood, no. Listen, no. Time Heist, no. The Caretaker, no. Kill the Moon, definitely not. Mummy on Orient Express, yes. Mummy on the Orient Express. I just realized to really work this out, we got to do two lists, right? We got to do one in terms of which is just a better episode of what we'll do. The first one will be the spookiest, dookiest episodes, right? The most horror, right? I guess that, yes. Flatline, no. Even though there was quite a good soft horror movie called Flatliners in the 90s, in the 80s or 90s. Forest of the Dead, no. Dark Water, no. Death in Heaven, no. Even though lots of horrific elements. Last Christmas, nearly, but no. Magician, Prince of Witch, a Million, no. Under the Lake Before the Flood. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, it's nearly a horror movie, but it's not. Zygon of England, Zygon Version, no. Go Live, no. The girl died, the woman who lives, Sleep No More. It's no. Face the Raven. No, not a horror movie. No, more horror episode. More of a Neil Gaiman-y episode, I would say. All right. Where we're up to Heaven Sent, Hellbent, Husband of the River Song, Return of Dr. Mysterio, definitely not. The Pilot, no. Smile, no. Thin Ice, no. Knock Knock, nearly, but no. Oxygen, Extremists, The Pyramid at the End of the World, Light of the Land, none of these. Eat of the Light, Emperors of Mars, World Enough and Time, Doctor Fall, twice. Fine. Yeah, we go. We've gone through them all. So, next job, let's rank them in terms of spooky. No, we're going to say general Halloween viewing enjoyability, right? So it's got to be. It's an axis between good episode and horror-ish episode. So, Macrodera Faces one, Tomb of the Sidemen goes above both of these ones because again, a lot more horror tropes going on in both of these ones. Right, and also this better episode, Abominable Snowman. Man, that episode was so killed by the animation for me. I think that's also goes above these two. Again, I feel that's more horror-ish. But because the Web of Fear is horror-ish and such a superior story, that gets ranked number 2 now. Fury from the Deep. I can put that down over here. Silurians. Okay. That's that goes right here. Yeah. Interesting enough. Ambassador Death goes above it. Ambassador Death goes there. Inferno. Yeah, that goes just under Tomb of the Sidemen. Tomb of the Sidemen maintaining its lead, right? Mind of Evil. Where's that gonna go? I think goes. I'm gonna put it underneath Silurians. The Daemons goes right to the top. Doink. Yeah, Daemons goes right to the top. Green Death, it's also somewhere around. I didn't put it. Yeah, it's better than Abominable Snowman. You know what? Let's say if it had a good recreation of it. There we go. Terror of the Zygons, that goes up quite a bit as well. So just under Silurians because Silurians is more horror-esque, right? But Pyramids of Mars straight to the top, right? Straight to the top. Braid of Morbius also not straight to the top, but it's going to get a good placing. Yeah, that goes number 3. Okay, that's good. Seeds of Doom. So I'm going to put that as a lower rank Tom Baker story. And again, yeah, over here. Doink. Deadly Assassin gets a little bit higher. Yeah, Deadly Assassin. Put that up there. Horror of Fangrock? No, for Horror of Fangrock, not off Fangrock. That gets high. I'm going to put that number 4 because the other ones feel more overtly horror movie inspired. Stones of Blood, reasonably high actually. I'll put that, yeah, right here. In between the two. State of Decay, that's kind of low. Yeah. State of Decay, I will put everything. Let me think. I mean, it's got vampires in it, so that should be higher up, but Would I go to it? No, that's actually going quite low down. I have to tell you. So you know what? It might be better to bring an additional brain power into this, right? It's a tough one. This is a tough problem, but we're doing well. We work through stage 1. We're into stage 2 right now. We work. And tell you when it's time, for when you get to a number 2, right. The first thing you think of is Birmingham, right? Unfortunately, to defend the honor of Birmingham, maybe Puerto Rico as well, we have Birmingham's King of the Kings, Dan Hadley. How you doing, sir?
I can't defend nothing, mate. I've got nothing.
Okay, I hear you. I do.
Hello.
Hello,
We say we're at stage 1 into stage 2. Stage 2 of what?
Okay. We are. I am. Did you see my thumbnail?
Stage 1 is not the shaft, is it? Or is that the tip, not the shaft?
I don't know. It's
okay.
It depends on your, how you view it. All right, this is my thumbnail for today. Which
wow. What a ding dong.
Yeah, I like having all those horror icons in it too, right? People like those.
Oh yeah. I hadn't seen them.
They're right there. But the number 1 item, right, that we're working on right now. The terror of Doctor Who, every horror story ranked, right? So what we have to do first is go through every episode and say, what's a horror story?
Which are the horror stories? Yeah.
Exactly. So I've done that. It's a very subjective list. But now I'm ranking them in watchability as Halloween fodder, right?
Oh, nice.
So it's an access you have to have between the quality of the story, right, and the Halloweenness of the story, right? The spooky dookiness, right? So here we are right now. Basically, I went through it and I wrote down every story that I thought was a horror story. Now I'm ranking them in that order. So far, the ranking is number 1, Pyramids of Mars. Number 2, The Demons. Number 3, Brain of Morbius. Number 4, Horror of Fang Rock. Number 5, Tomb of the Cybermen. Number 6, Inferno. Number 7, Web of Fear. Ambassador of Death. Deadly Assassin. Silurian, Stones of Blood. Terror of the Zygons. Mind of Evil. Abominable Snowman. Green Death. Caesar Doom, Macro Terror, Faces 1, State of Decay, and Fury from the Deep. Right?
See, Inferno's a funny one, isn't it? Because it's half sci-fi, but it is half
so
monster thing.
You found that a lot. So my criteria for deciding if it's a horror story was most stories start off with like strong horror and science fiction elements. It depends where it really lands, right? So. That's why I ended up with Snake Dance being a horror story where Kinder I didn't think was. Kinder was much more of an introspective Buddhist story, whereas like Snake Dance was much more of a genuine horror story. Right? So there you go. So speaking of which, that's where we're up to now. Now, where in the list would you insert Snake Dance? She cried. Let's have a look. I think pretty high up because I think it's going to go above him.
In my view, it's above the majority of them.
I'm thinking there right now.
It's also original, which would put it, in my view, above both Tomb of the Cybermen and Horror of Fang Rock.
That's
probably above Brain of Morbius. But I rank this story highly.
Let me think. But but the other axis is the spooky dookiness of it. I think the Tomb of the Cybermen, Horror of Fang Rock, that they're not original makes it, but much more leans into like horror tropes, right? Makes it more of a Halloweeny type watch.
Yeah, I would, for example, put Horror of Fang Rock above Brain of Morbius myself, and maybe even.
Agree with you. That one, yeah.
But that's just me, obviously.
No, you know what? You're given wise counsel. Okay, so Terminus. Now, the reason I chose Terminus is, other than the Khan, this is really contemporary, early 80s horror, right? You got the skeletal bodysuits of the guards and the alien-like spaceship setting.
Well, it's got a Giga aesthetic, hasn't it? It's got a kind of a a dour kind of late Hammer horror film.
Yes,
feel.
Yes, I haven't really thought. Yes, that's true. But where would we put Turbulence? I think that's pretty low on the list.
Yeah, the problem is it's so bloody dull. It's low on thrills and chills.
Right. Maybe it's at the bottom.
I think it does count as. I was just thinking, is that a horror story? But you're quite right. It is. But yeah, it would be pretty near the bottom, if not the actual bottom for me.
You know what? I think that's it, because I think I'd rather watch Fury from the Deep instead. So there, that goes out. So what's this one we're looking at? The Awakening. Much more of a horror story. This one goes.
Yeah, good solid stuff. This.
Yeah. Does that go above the Demons or below the Demons? That's really high.
The Awakening. I don't think. I mean, I couldn't, in all sincerity, put The Awakening above Deadly Assassin myself.
Deadly Assassin's a long way down. Where's that?
It'd be middle of the table for me. I'd probably put it under the Silurians as well. It'd be around that mark there.
It's a much stronger horror story than both of those. Like the horror element of it brings it way up.
Oh, that is true.
Because it really is a traditional Hammer horror movie. You know what? I talked myself back into it. It's way up the top again now. I think. There you go. Bit of a Peter Davison.
Yeah, I love The Awakening. I think it gets overlooked so much.
Yeah, again, we're trying to think. If somebody wants me to come up with a ranked Doctor Who stories to watch on Halloween, that's the goal right now. So, Ghostlight, very much a Halloween story.
Ooh, that's yeah. Again, we're not ranking these based on how good the stories are. It's how suitable they are for Halloween night.
Right. Although in terms of
near
story
the top
quality, I'll put that. Well, I think Horror Fang Rock is pretty much a perfect story. But,
yeah, I'd put Ghostlight under Horror of Fang Rock, but I think it's more disturbing, more unsettling than The Awakening because it has that claustrophobia to it.
Right. See, because I like the story so much, I would have put it above the Demons, but I think you're bringing me back to reality. Curse of Fenric, by the way, have you opened up your season 25 yet? I'm gagging for mine.
No.
Oh my god, I don't know how. Right, I have no idea how you're holding out. Oh man. Anyway, Curse of Fenric. That I think it's kind of high up, but I think above or below Snake Dance. What do you think? Time to your.
It's below for me.
In terms of it's yeah, I think you're right. Unquiet Dead. So now, yeah, we're mixing in all of real Doctor Who, which for me is up to 2017. So Unquiet
that's
Dead
fair enough.
Is again that's
high.
very Halloweeny. That's
very
how
high.
I would want, yeah, so that's very high. I think that's above Ghostlight.
Yeah. I'd struggle to decide between this and anything in that sort of top three bracket. I think The Unquiet Dead is very strong, despite being set at Christmas. I think it is ideal
I think
Halloween.
I think that made it even better in some way.
Yeah.
Christmas Invasion. Strangely horror-ish, right? It's got that very American Werewolf in London kind of feel to it. And you got the
Christmas Invasion, is it?
You have the blood magic, and they have the what's it called again? The what they called again? The bad guys.
The Sycorax.
Sycorax, right? They
I
were
suppose I can see what you're saying, but this is pushing it a little for me.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's take that off. But Tooth and Claw, yes.
Oh, very high. In fact,
above Unquiet Dead.
Oh man. Because it's obviously The Unquiet Dead is a creepy, slow zombie thing, whereas this is a fast, sort of breathless horror. Because this Tooth and Claw is one of my very favourite episodes, so it's hard for me to kind of.
Above Horror Fang Rock.
For me personally, yeah, it is.
well, I think Horror Fang Rock, Tooth and Claw.
The intensity of it, I think, is what wins for me. And I personally prefer it to the Demons, but I can see where that would probably make a lot of people kind of recoil.
I want to put it up there. Impossible Planet and Satan Pit. That was also very high up, I think.
Pretty high. I can take those episodes or leave them myself. I think that they're very good. But I think a lot of the things that we've been through so far are just better.
You know what? I think it goes below Tomb of the Sidemen.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Yeah. Fear Her goes at the bottom. Fear Her goes at the bottom of every list. Go on.
Yeah, it's a nice try. Although I bizarrely, I prefer Fear Her to Terminus myself. I think Fear Her gets an unnecessarily bad rap. I do. I would never sort of sit and really argue a particularly strong case for it, but I don't think it deserves the slighting that it so regularly gets.
Probably, it was such a great season, and then that was mediocre.
Surprised to see State of Decay so low.
Because it's not very good. Is there like I can't imagine putting it on. Like I would rather put on the Faceless Ones, Macro Terror. Like it's not very good.
It's not a very. Now you've said that, it's not a very inviting watch, is it? State of Decay.
No,
it's a little clunky. I think the story. Yeah. Forget what I said.
And the fact that Tom Baker and Lala Wood absolutely hated each other at the time of making it comes
shows
through so clearly. Whereas,
well, because Matthew Waterhouse is so detached from everything and everyone as well. It feels scattered. It doesn't quite gel.
Right. I agree with you. It's the polar opposite from City of Death, where Lala Ward is essentially just sitting there dripping wet,
gagging.
Every scene of that, she's like, yes, doctor, and she's dressed as a schoolgirl. I can't really. It's all very good. Shakespeare Code. Where should we put Shakespeare Code?
The temptation, obviously, is to put this quite high as well, but I don't think it's as strong as some of the other Russell T Davies stories. It's not got anything on Tooth and Claw or The Unquiet Dead, but it's good fun, and it's solid stuff.
You know what? I'm putting that just below Green Death.
Yeah.
Blink again, another.
It's very high.
Yeah. Especially that. Yeah, where should we put it? I think that goes above or below Horror Fang Rock.
Blink is one of those stories that at times I get tired with hearing people talk about how brilliant it is, and then I watch it and I think, oh yeah, it's pretty brilliant.
It's very good, right? It's very good. I think there. Yeah. Fires of Pompeii. Is that a horror story? Now I'm going back on that.
Not in my eyes.
Fine. Thank you. I was a bit. Midnight. That is an awesome horror story.
That would probably be right at the top for me, even above Pyramids of Mars. It's that.
Yeah,
it's
you know what?
Doctor Who. It's Doctor Who's Exorcist.
There, yeah. But Waters of Mars, I think that goes above it, doesn't it? I don't know.
Waters of Mars at its most chilling is the equal of Midnight, but I think Midnight has it. And Waters of Mars is my personal favourite, but I think Midnight has it sort of beaten as a kind of Halloween. I think you have to put it on. Yeah, I think Midnight would chill more. It's the Not We would certainly find it more chilling.
I think right under the Demons. Yeah, because I still think I would rather watch the Demons and I think they're much more traditional horror music. Vampire episodes. I mean, Vampires of Venice.
I always forget about this story.
Right.
It was quite good, wasn't it? This, and again, it's that kind of.
It leans into science fiction at the end, but it was better than you remember.
It's certainly the equal of something like Ghostlight or The Awakening. I think, I forget who wrote this one. Who wrote Vampires of Venice? Was it Toby Whithouse? Somebody like that?
We'll look it up. Hang on.
Because it was very good. I can't remember the resolution at all. How, as you say,
it turned out they were fish people and with like perception filters. And
I remember being feeling a little shortchanged by
right.
it.
You're 100% right.
I impress myself sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't think it was it.
My knowledge gets a little sketchy after McCoy.
Wouldn't Frontiers trump Terminus? No, not really, because Frontiers.
Nah,
I mean,
sci-fi.
look, you've got the Tractators, which are just awful, right? So where are we putting this? This is a good. Okay, it's going above Satan Pit. Yeah, it goes below Two Inside Men and above Satan Pit. Night
More
Terrors, more fun. Yes. Night Terrors. I think that goes down quite low. I'm going to put that there, right? God Complex, which I love. Oh, it's such a great story.
I remember that as being very strong and very disturbing.
Yeah.
Where would I put it there?
That goes way up here, right? That goes way up here. High goes, I think, quite low.
Hyde was such a shame. That should have been a standout classic, and
yeah, it was close to it, but it failed badly. So
it was undernourished.
I'm going to right there towards the bottom. And Mummy on the Orient Express. I think that's a kind of a fun horror.
Yeah,
one.
That would also go pretty high for me as well. I'm talking certainly top 5. It would probably knock out Waters of Mars and the Demons in my case.
No, I think
very high.
Both of these ones are more chilling. Pyramids of Mars, Waters of Mars, they're all more like. Whereas this is more of a fun horror, right? I'm going to put it over here. Like, which is, I think, lower than you would put it, but okay. So the top 10 is
only a little.
Pyramids of Mars, Demons, Waters of Mars, Mummy on the Orient Express. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That actually sounds about right. Top 10 would be number 10, Unquiet Dead. Number 9, Blink. Number 8, Horror Fang Rock. Number 7. The God Complex, number 6, Tooth and Claw. No, there's a lot more modern. I thought they'll be on this list. No, I lost count again. Is it number 5? Yeah, number 5, Muppets on the Express. Number 4, Waters of Mars. Number 3, The Demons. Number 2, Pyramids of Mars. And number 1, Midnight. Midnight wins out. Yeah. Didn't expect that.
That's a bloody good list. I'm going to say, I think when you look at stuff, I mean, certainly the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The stuff in the top 5 for me, if anybody was to come to me and say, any variation of that top 5, I'd probably think, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't argue the toss with them,
Yeah, you would recommend to a newbie, right?
Yeah.
What's good to work? Wait, what's that say? By the way, read the Frank Belknap long horror story, The Space Eaters, with a eye to flatline. And I'll reconsider. Oh, okay then. That sounds fair enough. I will try and get to that. Anyway,
but I remember a Flatline. It has that kind of sapphire and steel vibe, doesn't it? Where I don't know if I would class it as horror, but it's near.
It's near horror, but it's not actually horror. Relatively close. Is there anything going on in the world of Doctor Who that's interesting you right now?
Is there anything going on in the world
other than
of Doctor
having a season 25 box set and not opening it? Oh man!
Well, the thing is with the season 25 thing, as you know, now I'm a kind of content creator. I'm wrestling with the dilemma of to be or not to be, to make or not to make an unboxing video.
You have to make an unboxing. Okay, these box sets are made for unboxing.
They are, but I think, what do people really want to see? Because all the box sets are the same. It's the same format.
No.
The little book, the doors.
The product design on each one of these things is superb. What I do when I do the unboxing, I take the whole thing apart, right? I show the front, the back, and then go through each. I do the disc cover.
Yeah,
right?
so do I. Yeah,
and show the book. The book always has great artwork in it. Right, original artwork in it for the stories. There's a major segment you got there. I would do it if you're doing a show tonight. I would do it tonight.
What I do is because I don't do them on the panel shows because it would be 5 people watching me open something up. So, but I'd probably do Type 40 Extra on it next week. I'd say that's the idea that's been in my head because I've made 2 or 3 of them before and people do seem to like them. People do watch them, but I'm not somebody. I don't watch unboxing videos, you see. So I'm always a little bit bemused by the appeal of them. But obviously, I've got to unbox it because it's mine. I want to have a look at it. So I think, I may as well do it on camera.
I can't wait to devour that box set. I'm going to plow through that. I'll
go through that like the Nolan sisters. Yeah.
I'm going to plow through that like Bill Clinton on Jeffrey Epstein's Island.
Oh God! I can't believe it's Thursday.
Sorry.
I can't believe it's Thursday. I had my.
Yeah, it sounds right, but it's okay. What's entertaining you right now? Interesting you in the worlds of Doctor Who or anything? What's tingling you?
I mean, with Doctor Who, it's waiting on things that are about to be released and wondering about what's going to be whispered in our ears. And I've been enjoying watching other things for the most part lately and thinking largely about other things. So I've had a lot of stuff going on the last couple of weeks, but so tonight, sort of coming back to it, talking to you, and then doing a live stream later on is very much me sort of clicking back into Doctor Who after a week or two being slightly distant from it. So
I don't know. I after this season 25 box set, then I'm gagging and waiting for the Blake 7 season 1 box set. I can't wait for that.
Yes. About 10 days away, 10, 12 days away, something like that. So
I don't know, the 3 weeks in for me.
There's I've got a lot of things on pre-order at the moment, a lot of nice things, and so obviously I'm looking forward deciding which are going to be my Christmas presents to myself, and which I can open nearer the time. So there's that. But I've been caught up in family stuff, and I've been messing around with my still new telly, even though I've had it for about a month now. It's still new to me.
have you watched any 4K Doctor Who on it yet?
I haven't, but I did watch. The other evening, I did watch Hawk the Slayer, not in 4K, but in Blu-ray, and it looked and sounded incredible.
You've got to do the 4K, right? Honestly, I think it'll be fine if we went back to DVDs over Blu-rays, right? But the 4K really is good, right? It's genuinely very, very good. And the Doctor Who 4K project, the one to start with is the Paul McGann movie.
I'll have to get a download of this, won't I? Because, I haven't watched the Paul McGann movie in a little while, so that might be a nice thing to do over Christmas.
The great thing about it is because it's upscaled, right? It makes it watchable again, right? On a big screen TV. By the way, and the craziest thing, okay, this blows my freaking mind. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, still in standard, but there was a fan who upscaled the entire series, which I downloaded for free, right? Gorgeous.
All of it?
Gorgeous. Yeah, the entire thing.
Right. A fan has done this?
Yeah, up to 1080. That's the thing. That's the thing. Look, that's why I started looking at after the Doctor Who upscaling project. That people do this for everything.
I've seen some things upscaled and whacked onto YouTube, and I look at them and I think, oh, come on, that looks... You can see they've used something really crude sort of AI to do it. But if somebody's gone to the trouble of doing all of Deep Space Nine, if they're a Star Trek fan, you know that's going to have been done to a pretty high quality.
Really. Well, I have to tell you, the quality of... what was I was going to say? Of... the Doctor Who stuff, I think was excellent. I really genuinely.
You did send me a link to the 4K project, and I've never downloaded anything from there. I think it's having the time. It's having the time to sit and watch them.
Anyway, here check out the what's it? AI's been up to. There's a bunch of stuff I want to show you. How much time do you have?
Oh, I've got a good 20 minutes.
Okay, fine. We'll share screen.
Because I was going to ask you what you'd heard, because I haven't heard anything sort of concrete.
No, nothing's going on. Nothing going on. Nightshade, right? This was the big. There was the what's it called again? The new adventure.
The new adventure book.
So this guy's been doing a bunch of stuff based on this. Doctor Who teaming up with the Scooby Gang. Okay, I like Millie there, but the shooting girl, right? Oh yeah, check out these Bernie Summerfield.
Yeah, I've been following this account for quite a time. It's fascinating. There's several of them that do this,
right?
But I think this is the one this is the person that's doing it most successfully.
Right.
That one of Ice.
Yeah. Again, this was I remember this being reasonably famous when what's the name? What's the new adventure book that came out? Read by Ben Aronovich.
Oh, was it Transit?
Transit, right? Yeah, this was like the new Ace that you started to
yeah.
See. Right.
Good God.
Ace on a bike.
Incredible. That's just awesome. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, he builds the model, I guess, and then face swaps are afterwards, right? Yeah. This is all right. There, this is a full AI movie sort of thing.
Is it like a short horror film or something?
Yeah, but it's all here.
Good God!
I'll download it for you. 1 second. Hey, and this is the thing I've got to find. There's AI versions of Paul McGann stories, and they're really good. Oh yeah, this is the thing I was looking for. Doink. I think it's on this page, right? Second, save as. Fine, that's coming.
I've been shown a YouTube channel today, which I think is called something like Day of the Dead or Diary of the Dead, and it's AI assisted animation of a kind of multi-part horror story. God, that's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, it just so pulls it from here.
Wow.
Oh, this is how they made the runaway thing. We'll look at it. Look at it in a second. More Bernie Summerfield. Oh yeah, so now he's got lots of Sylvester McCoy. You ever heard that read or watched Damaged Goods?
That's the Russell T Davies book, isn't it?
Yeah. This looks like it just stepped right out of it.
Amazing.
Yeah, in the snow. Oh man, that's my annual Christmas listening. Okay, fine. We got to download this.
Did you ever get your graphic novels, by the way, of the backup strips?
I got the first volume. Second volume is on a plane right now. Thank God. I got that coming, and then shortly thereafter, season 25 here. I'm going to pull that out. This is so Sylvester McCoy to me.
Because you were really into the New Adventures as well, weren't you?
I love them.
Gone into them in a big way.
For me, they were super traditional, real Doctor Who. No, not super traditional. Super authentic, real Doctor Who. I mean, that's just crazy. And again, it really feels like McCoy's Doctor.
Yeah.
Right, got the whole trippiness going. Oh, we're so close, right? We're so close to being able to do.
And it looks like the middle ground as well between the TV show and the character as he would look in the TV movie as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Fits perfectly. Because the mid-90s, style-wise, was the early 90s, and I suppose that sort of McGann time as well, were both distinctively very different, weren't they, in culture? Oh, yeah. I mean, these are just incredible.
Right.
You'd swear there were new images.
Right, exactly. And now here, I think he animated some of these. It's so cool.
We are not, I mean, considering it must be a year ago where you and I had initial conversations about AI, and I said, oh, it'll be 5 years until we get so-and-so. And you said, no, this time next year. And you were absolutely right.
No, we're not as far as I want to be. It's kidding me. This is from a Dave Stone book called Sky Pirates. You've got that smiley badge.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if I can find that's the other part that. Oh, this is
Oh, Tinted Who's back as well. I haven't seen that one before. Oh, that's a few weeks ago as well. Not seen that one before.
Yeah, so anyway, let me pull this up. A second. Doink.
Well, the guy who runs the Tinted Who account, he works on the Doctor Who and the Daleks in colour. He's on that project,
right.
So that's why he does a lot less on his own now.
No, somebody sent me a bunch of stuff. Where is it? Is this it? The AI? No, close. Wait. Is this it? Oh, this isn't from YouTube. What's that? Okay. Have you noticed there's a lot more ads on YouTube right now?
It's intolerable.
Oh, this is
everywhere you go.
Crazy. So this is a fan-made AI, Eighth Doctor and Lucy. I don't know.
Oh.
Here, I found what I was looking for. It is really cool. Beautiful. Eighth Doctor Main Range Season 1. So this is Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, I mean, again, we're so close, but like, we're not quite there yet. Vampires of Venice is fantastic, by the way. It's I really like that story.
Yeah, I did as well.
Bucks now, it's crazy. What's the name? Charlie's not working out that well, and this is okay. But again,
what's hard to do is to get the characters to move authentically as well, isn't it? If you've seen the one of Peter Cushing running, it doesn't look. I can't imagine Peter Cushing ever running as heroically as he does in the.
I thought that looked really good actually.
But this, yeah, a little while on now, working with the McGann model.
Okay, much crazier than that. I forgot I got this on my hard drive. This is Tony Soprano. I think it's completely AI because he's dead.
The election day is next week, and I don't gotta tell you what it means to this family. So be smart about it. Go vote early. Avoid the whole line thing. You do it on your time, no rush, in and out, bada bing, bada boom. But if you even think about not voting, forget about it. In this family, we get off our ass and vote for the guy that took every punch, lie, indictment, even a bullet to his fucking head just to make this country great again. That's our guy. We're Americans, and I'll be damned if we let a bunch of freaks destroy what our ancestors built. Fuck out of here. Now go do what you gotta do and vote early, vote strong, vote Trump. Or else. This has been another public service announcement brought to you by the Dilly Meme team.
Yeah, so that voice is completely AI generated, right? Just
wow.
Totally, it's and also I think the visuals are here. Let's have a quick look at this movie they made, or this like minute half thing. Where is it? Here we go.
Are you sure you saw what you saw?
Yes, I'm sure.
How can you be sure? It was dark.
Because I am.
Can't really tell.
Okay, the soundscape's not right? It's not. They're not. It's loose from their lips, but the visuals are great.
I know what I saw. It was there, staring right at me.
It helps when the woman in this example isn't drop dead totally gorgeous and flawless. She's got that kind of, she looks like a real person. She's got imperfections.
Okay, this is sorry to take this down a notch, right? But it's amazing to me that there's not like AI porn generators yet. I mean, that should. I mean, like that would be the place that all this starts, right? I don't know.
I'd say there probably is. I mean, with whoever you want to see, in whatever you want to, in whatever compromising position that you can imagine them being put in.
Okay, so you have something where you can like face swap over ready-made porn, right? But I'm just saying that's where the that's where all technology comes from, porn and wars, right? It's basically those two things. By the way,
seems that way.
I saw that the Phoebe Waller-Bridge Tomb Raider is thinking about what's his name, Sansa Stark as Tomb Raider. I'm like, Tomb Raider's got to be a bit more, booby.
Well,
that's why we all played it.
Well, they cast Alicia Vikander as her in the last movie, and I wouldn't describe her as flat-chested, but she's quite slim. She's not athletic. She's got jugs, but they're not big. They're not firm. They're not as
as far as we can tell, and we're doing our best to tell.
Yeah, she was great. She was great in the role. But my problem with Sophie Turner is that I think she's actually she's a decent enough actress, but I don't think she's a star. She was terrible as Jean Grey in the X-Men movies.
That was Ditchwater.
Yeah, that's the problem with her. And you have to wonder, what has Phoebe Waller-Bridge possibly seen in Sophie Turner that makes her think, yeah, that's our girl? I don't get it.
She's not sexy, okay? Yeah. That's what it is. It's not for the male gaze. It's only ever that. Oh, these people are evil.
I don't know who I'd cast. I don't know who I'd cast as Lara Croft now, come to think of it. Probably maybe Anna de Armas, somebody like that. But then again, I think Lara Croft should have jugs. Should have a big old pair of tits.
I think that's very, honestly, that's why the game was huge. She was super hot. I mean, maybe something we've never seen before. I mean, there's Anyway, let's have another quick. See if this bit keeps our attention another minute.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. Just think clearly, okay?
I am thinking clearly.
You went in there, it was dark. It could have been anything. How are you so certain?
Because I am, damn it.
Okay, I don't want to talk about
Fine.
this.
I think Ian Levine's stuff's better, frankly. So, but yeah, I'm glad that they're like pushing it out, right? So, one last thing I wanted to look at. I think Marvel is really trying to woo people back. Definitely.
Brought you here.
Right, this is the ad for the what's coming up on Marvel on Disney Plus. Deadpool versus Wolverine comes on Disney Plus on November 12th, 12 days from now. Right?
Okay.
Which is okay then. I was going to buy it. I probably still will buy it. But I'll wait till it's in bargain basement.
I shall watch this at Christmas, but I'll either buy it or stream it or do something.
I brought you.
So this is the trailer of what they have coming up, and it's like they're definitely orientating it to people who like comic books again.
I brought you here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in. It's gonna get good.
So that opening with Born Again, and that better be bloody good. I mean that's the one where they got to redeem themselves.
Yeah, if they cock this up, they'll never. The TV stuff is dead unless they pull this off without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, and because this is the one after they fired everybody, I think. Right,
That's
they
right.
fired all the woke producers.
It's been some time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? Hey, really?
Daredevil's been by far the most successful Marvel superhero. Probably one of the most successful superheroes on TV. Right, those fight sequences have always been fantastic.
Yeah. And this looks like a nice middle ground between how the Netflix series was and the Marvel house style. This has got a real flavour about it. This looks very promising.
Scarily enough, right?
Lawyer are you? A really good one.
This looks great as well. I'm like,
yeah, this is the first time I haven't seen any footage from this series up until now.
By the way, did you know Star Trek Lower Decks is playing? I had no idea this day of the season.
I did know, but only because somebody tried to get me to watch it over on the Facebook channel.
Oh, no. Okay, this looks like this is one of the many holdovers, but like...
yeah, they need to see if this is out after Daredevil Born Again. Any goodwill, if say best case scenario and Born Again is really, really good, any goodwill that builds up will be blown out of the water by this piece of shit.
But I think what their plan is peppering their shit, which they have to use in between good things. Right?
I think they should take a bath on this. DC had to with the Batgirl film. They should forget all about Ironheart.
Well, let's see. Probably
build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
So, again, maybe they've added more edge to it. What if? Couldn't care less. Great animation.
For an adventure?
The battle they will sing about for ages.
Okay, this looks good. Marvel's on.
Yeah. There's a big market for this sort of thing. If they market this correctly, this could do really well.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man. I was born to play this character.
And we both have...
Wait, was that Ben Kingsley?
Yeah.
Is he playing the same he's already in the
Apparently he does. Apparently he is playing the same character, yeah.
There's an actor in that, right?
Who's not the Mandarin. Yeah.
Right. He played his actor persona.
And we both have a lot riding on this.
You better not mess this up. I know.
I am ready.
I am Marvel Jesus.
So what they've done is they've sorry.
What's Eyes of Wakanda supposed to be?
Looks like another cartoon. But what they've done is they in this trailer, they're peppering all the garbage in between the awesome. Right?
Bits of Ryan Reynolds.
Right, exactly. It goes from Wakanda, blink and you miss it, and then you're in Deadpool and Wolverine.
We have a long road ahead of us. Much to do.
Oh my God!
All right, that was a very good trailer. Let's see what they got coming out.
I hate to say this. I thought that Wonder Man looked like it got potential. That guy, whoever they've picked, I mean, I know he's black and the character's white in the comics. Yeah, goes without saying.
Power Man. Okay, fine.
No, he's the android guy, Wonder Man, is he? So that aside, the fact that they've race swapped him, Wonder Man is a bit of a blank slate of a character, and that guy had. I don't know who the actor is. Never seen a single thing about that before. He was instantly likable.
Yes, that's not on screen, right? Yeah, and you weren't like, oh fuck me, leave me alone. No, yeah, exactly. 100%. He had charisma
Instantly.
Right. Good for him.
Whereas that chap who could be playing Booster Gold for DC, could be the Indian guy, he is instantly unlikable.
Yes, he is. What if I don't really care? So that's this year. Okay, in 2025, let's see what they got. This looks really fun. The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
I think the animation looks great.
But it's got the exact right style. It's got that traditional, 1960s Spider-Man cartoon look.
A blend of that with the stuff they've been doing with the Spider-Verse movies, which is obviously what people have come to know and enjoy lately.
So then there's when's
Ironheart. That's the turd. That's the one that's going to sink them.
But again, they've had March 4th, and what's the one before? Look like. Okay, so they've had 2 good series right there. Ironheart, that's in June, right? That's the lowest viewing time on purpose, right?
And they'll have, when that's on TV, they'll have Fantastic Four in the cinema.
That's that next year or the year after? I thought Fantastic.
It's out this coming summer. They have pulled their fingers out filming that because they want it to run up as it's Superman.
But they said Marvel's almost looks like fun as well.
Could be fun.
Wonder Man, December. But okay, so what movies do they have coming out next year?
There is Captain America, whatever that's called this week, with Anthony Mackie.
Right.
There's the Thunderbolts movie and the Fantastic Four movie.
They sound like was it? I'm just looking at.
I think Captain America will be an absolute and total car wreck. Fantastic Four, I've lost all my enthusiasm for. Everything about that I'm fine with the exception of Pedro Pascal.
I'm so done with Pedro Pascal. I agree with you.
And the other one, Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts actually could be all right.
Thunderbolts has potential. Yeah,
I just feel like when I saw whatever I'm seeing from it, I just feel like I've seen it all before. And that if anything, that would probably make the better TV show.
I was watching Venom and I got like half hour into it. And I'm like, it's like this is just stuff we've all seen many times before.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so February, that's July was Deadpool and Wolverine. So Captain America, Brave New World. Could it be good?
Not a snowball's chance in hell.
I don't know. I don't know. You got rid
There's been too much dicking around. Oh, it's a woman director as well, which means there's been reshoots on this for 2.5 years.
This
Pickups.
Director is a Nigerian film director. Girls in Trouble, Cloverfield Paradox, Loose. So this is his biggest movie, but you're only directing the people.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
I think I don't know. Listen. If this
Captain America movie without Captain America is just not going to. It's just not going to fly.
They shouldn't call it Captain America, right? The idea of having it should be Falcon, right?
I'd see a Falcon movie. Love the Falcon.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. But when the TV stuff is, they were born again. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't know. Look, they would have probably.
They would have probably have done all right with the War Machine film. I understand they've cancelled that now, the Armor Wars. They would have probably done okay with that. But their problem is the same there. They tried to make James Rhodes Tony Stark. They're trying to swap them out. And I know that in the comics, obviously, but that was decades ago.
Well,
James Rhodes is a different character now.
Totally failed, right? It's
and they've also got the wrong bloke playing James Rhodes as well, and they should never have replaced him. The bloke who played him originally in that first Iron Man film was great, and they replaced him because he wasn't a yes man, didn't they? With whatever his name is, the guy out of Ocean's 11. I've never thought he was right for the part, that's the real reason. That's the real reason why they've been so slow to take the jump on anything to do with Rhodey and Iron Man and War Machine. Because if they'd have stuck with the original guy, was it Terrence Howard? If they were stuck with him originally, they'd
so much more a natural fit.
Yeah.
Than what's it called again? Don Cheadle. I love Don Cheadle. Yeah,
I love him in other parts.
Actor, but it just doesn't really work. I don't know. Listen, if they could have saved Captain America: Brave New World, I'll be very impressed. The trailers both look good.
I usually, I try to be as generous as I possibly can with these things. I've got no generosity left when it comes to Marvel.
I hear it.
The Captain America stuff in particular, I won't go. I won't touch that with a barge pole. I'm holding out some hope for Fantastic Four because I love the Fantastic Four so much. It's just the Pedro Pascalness of it that's put me off.
He's everywhere all the time.
I'm far more excited for Superman. I think that's going to be.
Oh, me too. I'm excited for everything.
Really special.
Universe. I like James Gunn, right? I am more excited for everything he's doing. Are you on tonight?
We are on tonight. What's it? Oh God, blimey! It's after 7 o'clock. Where has that last 20 minutes gone? Yes, we're up tonight. We are indeed with this little beauty. So it's incredible. We've never done this before, but we're going there this year because obviously Thursday being Halloween night, it was impossible to resist. Really. So type 40.
I like the doom there. Oy vey. Some of the shocks. Okay.
Yeah, so there we are from 8 p.m. on the Type 40 channel. Myself and a hand-picked panel of Doctor Who pundits going through our biggest shockers on and off screen as Doctor Who viewers through thick and thin over the decades. So that should be a lot of fun.
There's been many of them for the faithful Doctor Who viewer, right? I have to tell you.
The beauty of it all is that everybody else can chip in the live chat as well, and we'll hopefully have a few laughs. And shiver one another's timbers in time for bed. There we are.
Okay,
so that's what's.
I still clearly remember, right? My girlfriend, who was gorgeous, right? Oh my God, she was a ballerina. Oh,
yes.
At the time of when the Terror of the Zygons came out, right?
Okay.
She just couldn't understand how I would want to buy that. Yes, couldn't pull that together at all. But okay, what can you do?
Didn't get it, couldn't feel it, or anything else. I also want to remind people as well about Saturday too, where you've joined us, haven't you, for the Spacebook Live over on my second channel. So if you want a Saturday evening with Doctor Who fans talking about everything apart from Doctor Who, head over to the Spacebook channel for myself, the Rabbi, Bowles Trek, John Yulden, Ian David Diaz, Matt Potts, and various other people as regular voices there at the Spacebook Live. So that's going to be a good laugh this coming Saturday. We're going to look ahead to some of the movies that are coming out between now and Christmas and chat about what we've been watching, all that kind of stuff, the same as usual. So that should be a laugh. So yeah, very, very low on subscribers over there, but the views are going up all the time. It's more fun than you think, I promise everybody. So please consider heading over there and subscribing and hitting on the bell.
I want to just tell everyone, you saying it's more fun than you think, I promise you, is a terrible chat up line. Okay, don't never use that. Right. It's
oh God,
who knows what they're doing. Anyway, with that, I'm going to head off into the sunset as well. So I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again and say good night, good luck.